Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 360 Sports Network Road to the Final Four podcast series. In this podcast series, we break down every conference tournament. We look at the sleepers, we look at the big names, and we see who it is who will be making the dance as the automatic bids, and who might have an outside shot of making it as an at-large versus whose bubble might be bursting. Today we want to look at the SWAC, the SWAC Conference, the Southwestern Athletic Conference, and really there are two teams to look at. The first one is the Mississippi Valley State Delta Devils. This team is just they're a team that gets the job done, is the best way to put it. And they've been getting the job done all year. Well, at least all of 2012. Since the new year, they did not lose a single game. In January, they did not lose a single game in February. March 1st came around, though, and they lost. That was their regular season finale. But other than that, they lost every single game during that stretch. That ended the season with their only conference loss. So I look at the Delta Devils as a team that just, when you get the job done like that, they're a tough team to beat. Their only other competition will be the number 2 seed, Texas Southern. And this team actually really catches my eye. Early in the year, they played a stretch where they had 10 straight road games, against some pretty big names in there too. Mississippi State, Colorado State, Northwestern, St. Louis. In those 10 games, though, they did lose all 10 of those games. So 10 of their 17 losses came during that stretch, all before the year 2012. Now, since then, they did go 12-6 in the conference. They did lose twice to Mississippi Valley State. But one of those losses came in overtime. Another one of their conference losses to Alcorn State in overtime. They're always in a close matchup down the stretch, and I'll tell you what, the fact that they have come back from such a rotten start against in a 10-game road streak like that, they know how to play on the road. They know how to play in the same rationale at a neutral location. They're used to being on the road and having to deal with it. I like Texas Southern. I think they take the Southwestern Athletic Conference, and I think that they will be playing in one of the first 4 games, so they'll be playing a number 1 seed, so we won't be hearing much of them, except for maybe a opening round win, hopefully, for the Tigers. Well, that's it for the SWAC, the SWAC. You can always follow us on Twitter at 3S Network to hear when your conference is being discussed. And 360sportsnetwork.com is your place to get all the information for when it comes time to fill out those brackets. And hopefully we can get you to win the big bucks. For 3SN, I'm James Dotson. You have a good one.